Okay, another little video here. The other day, I don't know if you saw on the Instagram feed, I did a little story where I just showed cutting the down tube out of a Pinarello Dogma F8 using the Milwaukee fuel hacksaw 12 volt with a carbide blade. Makes sort of light work of cutting up these bikes. Doesn't throw as much dust around as sort of the grinders and stuff do. So yeah, for the big section tubes like that, just cutting a section. Anyway, if you haven't seen, I'll throw a bit of the video in cutting it up on this. I'll edit it in. Basically, I needed a piece of tube for a little display project that I'm working on, and the Pinarello Dogma F8 just happened to be a good sort of fit for that. I also posted a picture of it then in the oven, in the vacuum bag, etc. But that's another story. So yeah, this Dogma was perfect for what I wanted to do. So I cut the down tube out, and I thought, oh, while I'm doing that, I might as well just make a quick little video of cutting it up, and so I'll make a few more cuts in a couple of areas where there might be some interest, and we can have a quick look. So that's what we're doing here. So the this frame, it was scrapped, you know, like, it's not, oh my God, he's just cutting up a brand new Pinarello F8 just for the sake of it. It was scrapped. It was involved in a crash, and the drive side seat stay was totally munched, and the damage went, when I scanned it, it went right into the dropout, which really made it beyond repair. There was other damage through the bike as well. So this was an insurance bike, and you know, so what we do after the you know, if they're scrapped through insurance, we totally destroy them. So you know, they're not going to go out into the market again. So yeah, so that's where that bike came from. So there's yeah, a couple of little interesting things. I mean, the build on it overall is very good. It's I mean, so it should be. It's a Pinarello Dogma F8, which is a premium frame, so you'd expect it to be pretty good. And overall, it is pretty good. I mean, I haven't cut it right open, and you know, and had a close look at it. But yeah, that's sort of, maybe in the future I'll do that when I have a little bit more time. But I mean, I've got more of these actually, which are, you know, they're also been scrapped through insurance. So I think I've got another 2 or 3 of the same model bike that I can cut up. So yeah, a couple of little interesting things. Just where these inserts are. So they've moulded in the insert, and then they've machined out the holes, etc. And you know, there's a little bit of loose fibre where the unidirectional has delaminated on the surface, and a bit of fibre breakout, that sort of stuff. Pretty minor, but it's one of those things I really think, you know, that area should be better than that. You know, you can put some woven fabric over it just to stop the fibre breakout and seal that area, which is just, yeah, make it a little bit better, I think. You know, one of the things, like in an aircraft, you'll never see an open-to-edge fibre. That's always sealed. So after you drill a hole, you need to put sealant. So when you see a line of rivets down a part, and every one of those hundreds of little holes, when they put the rivet in, the rivet has sealant around it to make sure that moisture can't then travel up the laminate through that access point. So yeah, which is what I mean, we see a lot of galvanic corrosion with the water bottle inserts and that sort of stuff, and that's a lot of that stems from that type of thing. So if they put sealant around it, you have far less issues. The other sort of thing that's sort of interesting, and yeah, you won't be able to see it that well. I'll try and bring it up, but it's going to probably not focus on it. I might throw a photo in, but I don't know if you can see. There's remnants of the bag in there, but there's also a layer of a ply of carbon which is sort of sticking up, and it's like it hasn't been compacted properly in that area. And there's also a void, a bridging void right in that top corner, which you can see. So often when there's cable guide molded into the frame, particularly around the top tube, seat tube junction, there's a lot going on with that, and it's often we find problems with compaction in that area just because there's so much going on. So and that's what's happened here. So there's been a sort of bit of lack of compaction. You've got a bridging void. You've got a piece of material sticking up, which has then trapped the bag. So yeah, less than ideal. And it is a relatively high stress area on the bike. So yeah, I'd sort of prefer to have something better than that. Yeah, I might take a photo and see if I can throw that into the edit. But I don't want to be spending too much time editing this. I just want to make it sort of straight to the point. The other thing on this, there's a join. So the seat stays are joined to the brake bridge. Here it's just an adhesive joint, and then it's overwrapped. And on the non-drive side, there's plenty of adhesive in that join, and that all looks pretty good. But on the drive side, they could have probably used a little bit more adhesive. Again, I don't know if you can see it. Will it focus or not? Maybe I'll have to take another picture and chuck that in. But yeah, probably not enough light there either. But yeah, could have used a little bit more adhesive in that joint, and and that it did fail at that join, at the end of that join, but then it did have a fairly solid impact, and which destroyed the whole stay. So yeah, it's hard to know what came first, sort of if it would have failed, if there would have been more adhesive in that joint or not. So yeah, so that's it on this Pinarello Dogma. I do still have a lot of footage from other bikes that I've cut up, which I just haven't had the chance to edit yet. Yeah, working on it. I am looking at some other options of getting some production help, just to sort of, so I don't have to do all the video production, get someone in to do that, and I just do my stuff, like talk about the material, and so cut the bikes up, run through it, and someone else does all the video production. So I am looking at that as well. So yeah, so we'll make that it for this episode, and yeah, I'll try and get some more of this sort of stuff, sort of, get it rolling out to you guys. All right, till next time, see you later on. Okay, bye.